I did an interview with a Danish journalist, and he knew nothing about feminism, which is quite normal because in Denmark we're quite far behind. His first question to me in this interview was, "What is feminism?" And I completely panicked. Like, I didn't know how to explain it, so I just started saying like some of the most basic things. I was like, so men are not allowed to shout at women in the street. Men are not allowed to ask women to smile. And I could tell, like, everything I said shocked him. Like, he was just like, okay, wait. And he went, so, if men are not allowed to say anything to women, we'll just end up in a world where men don't speak. And I was like, yes! Imagine! That's the dream!
Women pretend to be men in sort of a Shakespearean...
Yes, that's very good if quite sort of a lot of effort.
I mean, I wear a suit most days. It's not that much effort.
I've often wondered why you've done that, and it's
because I want the same pay as you. We're talking clothes.
Right.
We're talking voice.
Yes.
We're talking general demeanour, the confidence of an average white straight man. If women are disguised as men, everyone's paid the same, everyone looks the same, me.
I like feminism, but it's very expansive. I don't find paying for shit empowering, I'm not gonna lie. Rich men are a waste of time. You think they're a great idea. They're not. Do you know why? Because it's not your cash, all right? It's still theirs. They're not shooting coins into you. That's not what that is. I know. It's so disappointing, isn't it? If they're not shooting coins in, then why does it look like a purse? Someone explain that. I don't make the rules. That's just Mother Nature.
You were on Love Island. You were Miss...
Great Britain.
Miss Great Britain. You were on Love Island, and they took away your Miss Great Britain because you had sex with someone in there.
Yeah.
That seems crazy.
Well, yes. Oh, it was a scene, Jimmy. It was a scene. The feminists across this nation exploded. Why? Because the men don't get punished for having sex on Love Island. Only the women get punished for having sex on Love Island. And I liked you very much, and I was absolutely incensed that they took your crown away.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. When I first read the story, I read that you'd had sex on Love Island and lost a crown, and I thought you were sucking too hard.
Oh, that's a good one, so well done.
I try to be woke, Jimmy. I try to drag you into the woke world. And you make an insensitive dental joke.
I don't know if you've heard of mansplaining, but I'm an absolute grand wizard of it. That's a Ku Klux Klan term. There are a lot of successful, powerful women whose surnames have an undeniably masculine feel.
Go on.
Courtney Cox.
A cock.
Dakota Johnson.
A Johnson.
Cressida Dick.
A dick. Winkleman.
Claudia Winkleman.
She's done very well.
She has done very well.
Excellent fringe.
What sort of earnings increase do you think you could expect if your name was, instead of Susie Ruffle, Susie Todger?
So I'm getting 63% of what men are earning. I think 72%.
So
it's a bit of an increase.
It's a step in the right direction.
I've got all my friends, they're all very confident, self-identified, intelligent feminists. And I said to them, would you go out with a guy, like for the first time or whatever, you don't expect him to buy dinner just because he's the man, do you? And all of my friends went, it's not ideal. I know what you mean. It's not ideal, but it's just romantic. Now, this thing about men paying for dinner is residual from a time where men had to buy dinner because women didn't have any money because they were owned by men.
If you've been a feminist for more than, 3 months, you will have repeated the same sentence over and over again. Feminism isn't about hating men. Feminism is not man-hating. Just because you're a feminist, it doesn't mean you hate men. You don't have to hate men to become a feminist. Feminism don't hate men. You don't have to hate men to be a feminist. Feminism is not about hating men. And you've said it so many times, and they still don't listen, so now you just kind of hate men. I mean, just a little bit. You just hate the them a little bit. It's really hard not to. Have you seen them? Ugh, it's so hard not to. And I know some of you are like, well, not all men. And of course, it's all men. Literally every single one of them. Hate them, hate them, hate them. Someone was like, what about your dad? Especially my dad. That's why I'm up here. All men. Ew, ugh, hate them all, hate them all. And I know that this is a bit offensive to some men in the audience. But to you, I just want to say, cheer up, love. Like,